Hello and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be doing from start to finish technical analysis on Verge. As requested on my Twitter, go ahead and follow me if you aren't at high altitude INV. So let's get right into this. Alright, so I'm on the Verge dollar chart and I'm going to be starting off by showing some shorter time frame movement. So I'll go from the daily down into the 2-hour candlesticks and show you what's been happening since the beginning of April. So here was April 1st right here. Verge was really at a pretty low point. It was about 3 cents at the time and it started to rally since then. We had a nice volume spike right here, about, let's see, about 227 million US dollars came in right here at 3 cents, and it started to rally very significantly since then. After that volume spike has been about 160% on the upside, and I'm expecting more out of this. So I'll just kind of show you the bigger picture, which is what I like to start by doing my TA on and start drawing my waves on the bigger picture. So I know like what's happening in the largest degree of trend, meaning I know what's happening in the I know the major trends, and then you go into the minor trends after, right? You never want to start your TA in the major trend, in the minor trends. It's better to understand whether you're bullish big picture and then go into the smaller time frames and figure out what's going on. All right, so I'm just scrolling down here. So as far as wave analysis goes, this is the first wave for Verge right here. When it went from, it was consolidating over here last year at about such a fraction of a penny, I can't even say, 0.00000, let's see, 0.0000021 cents. And then the first wave's top was 0.008 cents. So this is a 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2 wave. Okay. Right here. All right. And we're starting to make a 3-wave currently. This is your first wave in the 3-wave. Something that's nice about 3 waves is they always have a lot of volume and they always are extremely impulsive, which means they move upwards quickly. And then it made an ABC correction right up here at the top. Okay. Just like that. ABC correction down. And then if we go into the smaller, zoom in a little bit, we can count the subwaves from the B to the C, and it gives us a very nice and valid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So, oops. So we had a very, very nice ABC correction. Subwaves are easy to count here, and it started impulsing. This reminds me a lot of how stellar lumens looked back last year before its major rally, when nobody would buy it, everybody thought it was dead, everybody hated the coin, everybody hates Verge, or a lot of people hate Verge right now, by the way. The way that the fractal looks similar, basically the way that this is moving reminds me a lot of that. And as you all know, stellar lumens went, basically 7,000% from the 88% retracement. This is the 88% retracement for Verge, by the way. If I just delete the subwaves here, since we don't need it, we just only need the ABC correction to show. And then you draw from the bottom to the high of this current market cycle. You can see that this was the 88% retracement that we fell to. And it made a little inverse head and shoulders on the 88%. So it's doing the exact same thing Stellar did last year before it pumped really, really, really hard. And it looks like a healthy trend overall. In the smaller time frame, we're making a 3-wave currently. So this is a 1 and a 2. Making our 3-wave. We don't know the exact top, but I'll just drop it right around here at major resistance. That lines up with this resistance over here and here. And then drop this on top, or pretty close to the 1 wave here. and pull this just up above the 3-wave, right? So these are the subwaves in the smaller time frame. It will probably do something like this. ABC correction. And then from here, it will just go crazy, right? From this point up, it's going to move very impulsively. Because this is a 3-wave, and 3 waves, by definition, are very impulsive. So we would expect the bounce out of this to be hard. Okay, continuation, hard, bounce, and breakout. All right, so this defines that we are in a 1 and a 2 in the smaller, that's our first wave. And then we're making 3-wave subwaves, and here's the first wave in the 3-wave. And then even in the smaller subwaves, we're making waves up here. This is why you have to trade big picture with crypto, you guys. Because the Elliots, to make accurate predictions around these Elliott waves, the only way you're going to be able to do it with a statistical probability that's significant in your favor is to focus on 2 to 3 month setups. You can get some accuracy day trading, and there are some people that do it, but the amount of back testing that you need to do and the probabilities that are in your favor are less. If you're trading bigger picture moves, you have way higher probability of playing the move properly. And it's just because the big picture moves, you can't really mess up if you average in into high panic and average out of high greed and trade coins that have good volume and have no reason that they won't start market cycles. Then it's just really important to focus on that, because the smaller, trying to trade like 1 minute and make sense out of 1 minute, you will go crazy and you'll probably just sit there and lose money, to be honest with you. Yes, you can count Elliott waves in 1 minute candlesticks. This is an ABC correction right here. As you can see, an A and a B and a C. You can even count the subwaves, A, B, C, up. And you've got a very nice, oops, I always do that. Okay, here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, ABC correction, and then it started a new bullish wave set, and it's doing another ABC correction right now. So yes, you can technically count the waves on the 1 minute, but I will say that the probabilities are much less. And if you think you have a certain wave count that's proper on the 1 minute candlesticks, it can just change this quickly. Whereas if you're focusing on the bigger picture moves, your wave count overall stays the same. Even if it goes into your alternative wave count, you don't mind, because big picture, you're averaging into high panic. So yeah, don't try to trade 1 minute. Focus on these bigger moves, because it takes time to make legs up and make legs down, and to let the market shake out buyers and shake out sellers. It takes time. It's a long process to let the market go where it needs to go. And so that's why you have to have, good head game. You have to be able to buy something and hold. You have to be able to average in and buy dips, buy when nobody else wants to psychologically buy. And then you have to focus on big picture moves, and that's how you'll be profitable as a cryptocurrency trader. That's how it's done. That's how you put the odds in your favor. So, okay, so going into the 1 day, I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit here. Make this not quite this steep. I'll make it seem a little bit less drastic, so that nobody FOMOs into this, even though I do expect it to get pretty impulsive on the way up here. And then we're just going to put, so this is expected to break all-time highs because of this beginning of the new market cycle and all of the volume here. So we'll just put XVG headed to new highs. Can't give exact targets because this is technically one of my signals. Headed to new highs in 2018. So that's the prediction, is that XVG will be headed to new highs in 2018. And then let's just publish this so that we can all click on this chart in the description box below. after watching this video, and we'll just do Verge 4, 10, 18. Verge from start to finish. Okay, and we're just doing long wave analysis. Put the category tag as XVG and waves. That'll be perfect. So I'll put this in the description as always so that you guys can come back at any point in time, see how accurate my TA was, see what you think of it, and yeah, so I'll just publish this idea right here, and that's pretty much everything. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you learned something. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and let me know in the box below, and as always, stay profitable out there.